All right, what's up, y'all? It's A1 Andre back with another video. Now, in this video, as you read in the title, we're talking about my career. You know, and this video is, of course, the first video on my actual possibility series, one of my best series on this channel. Anyway, I'm gonna say right now, y'all, in this video, we're not going too in depth with my career because, of course, it's my career. The reason why I'm laughing is because the way 2K's been going as of late, don't get your expectations too high. You know what I'm saying? Like, for this video, don't get your expectations too high. As long as we're on PS5, Xbox Series X, we've seen the limits. Matter of fact, it's not even about the limits of what they can do with the game on these consoles, on these current console generation. Like, that's not even about that. It's about the fact that when it comes to NBA 2K My Career, we do not need all the extra, all the ensemble. I hope that's the right word. Probably not. We don't need all the extra fluff in my career. All we want to do, bruh, and I know I'm not the first 2K YouTuber to say this, but all most of us want to do is hoop and have a good story. That's all. We don't need to rap. We don't need to walk on a fashion boardwalk like in 2K22. We don't need all the extra fluff, bruh. So like, for this video, I'm trying to get back to the roots of my career in 2K, and I'm gonna give 3 ideas I have to make the my career experience more fun. And that's gonna be it. Like, we're not gonna go into a bunch of, like, it's my career. We just wanna hoop, though. So without further ado, y'all, like I said, 3 ideas I have. Oh, and sidebar, 2 out of the 3 ideas I have for this video is more so serious. The first idea coming up is not that serious, so I just thought I'd get out the way. But anyway, let's go and get into it. All right, so for idea number 1, make the story not cringe. Whether it's cutscenes or maybe yes, cutscenes regardless, but like, make the cutscenes not cringe. Whether you have an actual full-on movie in your story or just cutscenes, just make them not cringe. Like, we don't have to have a Spike Lee joint like in 2K16, but if y'all want to have that again, cool. I mean, at this point, at the time of this recording, to be honest, the game's already done it anyway. The story's already done. So this is more so for 2K27, I guess. But regardless, I'm just saying this right now. I just hope that y'all did not make this story mode in this game cringe. Just please, 2K. We do not need another 2K18 story. Make the story make sense. Make it revolve around basketball. Do not make us a DJ. Do not make us a social media star. Like, what? I'm not saying that can't happen, but I'm just saying, like, just don't make it cringe and make the story realistic and make sense. That's all. Like, that's it. That's my only request. Like, at this point, we in 2K26 now, so like, I done seen how things have played out, so that's why my expectations is not that high. That's why this is so simple. My only request and idea is to make the story not cringe. All right, that was kind of more so me joking around. Now to my actual real ideas. All right, so for my idea number 1, because it has never been implemented, I think it should still be in this game, and that is something I said before, which is called badge bots. I know about Rebirth. I know about the what's called, not respecting builds, like what Ronnie said, because I don't even think that was even true.
I believe you can respec as many times as you want.
But anyway, I said this before, and I think a 2K22 possibilities video back in the day, I talked about how there should be a feature in my career to where you can buy your actual badges. Like, let's just say, for example, you upgrade your player and you have, 93 speed with ball, so that you can get, ball handling badges that equate to ball handling 93 on Hall of Fame. Then you have the level beyond Hall of Fame where it's like, was it red? I think you should be able to buy those badge spots so that in that way you don't have to earn them, as long as it's with VC. So depending upon how many badge slots you have, let's just say you have 10 badge levels altogether for your playmaking area, you should be able to get like at least 3 of your badges bought instead of having to grind the first 3. Because when you first buy your My Player, because I said buy, not actually grind, because nobody grinds in My Player no more. When you first buy your My Player and buy your attributes to it, like an 85 overall, you still have to grind badges. Why not be able to buy your badges also? Because the badges they give you, let's be real, your player is complete doo-doo buns. He's terrible. Like, attributes is going to give you but so much. You might get the animations, but without the badges, for example, 2K25 had RNG shooting. It don't matter how high your attributes is in 2K25. If you don't have the badges to go along with it, you was bricking everything because of the RNG shooting. Matter of fact, let's just scratch that because RNG just ruined it regardless. So anyway, what I will say is this: in 2K26 or 2K27, in the next 2K, what y'all should do is allow us to literally use our VC, because let's be real, VC is not going anywhere. Be able to buy badges. If I have potential to have 15 badges in my playmaking, let me buy at least 5 of them and then cut it off there. Because if you buy more than 5, then it's like, all right, my player's kind of overpowered at the start. Because when the game first comes out, as I stated earlier, you have the attributes, but you don't have the badges. So even with the attributes, all the attributes is giving you is animations. Animations are only gonna go but so far. You need the badges too. So that's why for my first example, badge buys is my first idea. All right, let's go on to the real number 2 or number 3, whatever you want to call it, whatever. On to the next one. All right, last but not least, what 2K should add in for my career is that feature back end to where you can take players from other teams and put them onto your team to recruit them. So for those of y'all that don't know, in the NBA 2K13, there was this feature in that game to where if you was playing real good with your player, you can recruit, like let's just say Anthony Davis, and he was on the Lakers. You can recruit Anthony Davis on your team if you're like a point guard or something and he's a power forward. Recruit him onto your team and he'll go to your team because y'all are having a winning record. Meaning that if your my player was doing really good and had a lot of pull because he was a good player and an all-star caliber player and y'all had a winning record, players will be more inclined to go to your team and you would have more of an option of players you can choose from. So the worse you're playing, the worse your record is, the less options you have to recruit players. They should bring that back to 2K26 and make it to where you can go sit down in the GM's office and talk with your GM and recruit players as long as you have a good enough winning record and as long as your player is good enough as a player. So let's just say I'm on like the Houston Rockets and we have a record of like 22 wins, 40 losses. Let's just say we in the second half of the season and it's like January, right before the All-Star break, you know, right before the trade deadline. Right before the trade deadline, we can still recruit players. So we can recruit, I don't know, Anthony Davis to the Rockets and I'm a point guard in the Rockets or something. You know, it's my career. Why not? Because they take it out of NBA 2K ever since like 13, I want to say, or 14. So they should bring it back. Give us the option to bring in players that can help our team, because I remember back in like 2K22, I was playing in my career and I was on the Washington Wizards. My team was so terrible and I had no help hardly. All I had was like Kyle Kuzma and that's it. Because this is before Jordan Poole got there. And I don't believe that I could have the option to recruit players. I mean, maybe it's been in the game still, but to my knowledge, the computer made trades for you in my career. I don't think you had any control over it unless I'm just not aware of it. But you can go in the GM's office and say something like, can I get more workouts in? I'm not getting enough workouts. For like Chris Brickley's gym or something, I would like to recruit Anthony Davis onto the team because we have a good record and I'm a good player, but I need that extra help, you know, at the 4 spot. So they could just add in more options as to what you can do with your GM to like bring in new players, et cetera, et cetera. Whether or not you can already bring in new players if you're a good enough player and I'm just not aware of it. The main point of number 3 is me saying that you should be able to have more options with your GM, to be able to meet with your GM, to actually be able to positively impact your my player. That's all I'm really saying for real. But anyway, that's it for this video. Notice that my actual possibilities video for my career was not that great because of 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I've said so many things in terms of possibilities for my career over the years, so I've said a lot anyway. And number 2, the game is basically finished. The game is basically finished. At the time of this recording, it's currently early June. By July, the game is basically done. You know what I'm saying? 2K26 is gonna be done by like July. So there's no point in me talking about like my real ideas I've had for the game, like my actual innovative, real good ideas I've had, because being that the game is basically finished, 2K would not be able to implement my ideas anyway because the game's basically finished. So it wouldn't make any sense, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm not really going in depth with like any good ideas for my career. Plus, it's my career. Most people don't even play my career anymore anyway, so that's why this is gonna be like the weakest video in the series. That's why it's the first one. But with that being said, y'all, for those y'all that watched to the end anyway, I appreciate y'all. More to come, so stay tuned. Also, if you didn't like what I said in the video, leave a like just to support anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I have 2 channels. I'm making videos and possibilities videos on my other channel too, which is A1 Andre FGC, Mortal Kombat fighting game channel. So if you want to, go watch that channel after this one, because I got possibilities videos for that game too for the next Mortal Kombat game. So for those of y'all that like Mortal Kombat, not even Mortal Kombat 1, which is understandably so if you don't like that game, but if you like Mortal Kombat in general or fighting games, go watch that channel, or just to support your boy if you really support me for real. Go watch that channel after this one, because I got videos that just should be dropping soon on that one, which is possibilities videos, gameplay, etc., tournament runs, etc., etc. But with that being said, y'all, thank y'all for watching. It's been your boy A1 Andre, and until the next one, I'm out, y'all. Peace.